Crystal.
Jacqueline. I'm Dr. Allie.
Jacqueline, nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
So what brings you here today?
So I have been having trouble trying to conceive children. I've had 4 miscarriages due to a syndrome that I carry. It's called Lee syndrome. Both my parents were healthy and didn't show any symptoms of it, but however, I had 2 siblings in my family that died of this syndrome. And why I come to you guys today is I'm trying to see if I can't have a child that does not have this syndrome, will not carry it on.
Okay, so as you know with Lee syndrome, it's a regression of your motor and mental skills which causes a disability and will eventually lead to a rapid progression of death. So you as a carrier, you have a high tolerance for this mutation load. So also, which unfortunately would explain and lead to why you have so many miscarriages and children who have been passed. But we do have 2 procedures that we could offer and explain to you.
So the 2 procedures, there's pronuclear transfer and metaphase 2 spindle transfer. And we can explain those to you shortly. But first I would like to say that we would suggest that you try to conceive a boy, because with these procedures, it's not likely that we can get the mutation load down to 0%, but it is likely that we can get it down to such a low level that it will not affect your child. And with your child being a boy, he will not pass on the mitochondria to his children, which would eventually, preferably now, get rid of this syndrome from your family.
Yes, so with this procedure, it's not technically choosing to genetically pick your child because this is a disease situation dealing with the mitochondria. The goal here is just to get that mutation load very low. So we're not technically making your own child. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through these procedures today and explain them to you. And just keep that in mind as you think about it as a whole, that this is what's gonna happen.
Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
So let's go ahead and look.
So the first process that we'll talk about is pronuclear transfer. And in this process, it is performed on zygotes that are eggs that have already been fertilized by sperm. This one is from Jacqueline, the mother, and it has the unhealthy mitochondria in it. And this one is from a donor, and it has a healthy mitochondria. So this mitochondria does not carry Lee syndrome, and this one does. So we want to get rid of that. So what we do is we take the nucleus and the DNA inside the nucleus of the donor cell, and we remove it, and we do the same to this of the maternal cell, and we switch them. So now we have one zygote with the affected mitochondria and the DNA of the donor cell. And with this one, we just discard it. And now we have here a healthy mitochondria within this cell that has the nuclear DNA of the mother. And this cell is going to be implanted into the mother through IVF and will hopefully develop into a healthy baby boy.
So in this procedure, we are going to be using metaphase 2 spindle transfer, and this is done through the transfer of the nuclear genetic material, mainly the spindle that is attached to the maternal chromosomes. So this is the maternal chromosome with the bad or abnormal mitochondria, and we want to transfer the genetic material that's inside here into an unfertilized egg or oocyte here with a normal mitochondria. So as we can see here, it is lined through metaphase 2 and meiosis. So it's going to technically later separate there. So as we separate, we're going to exchange the genetic material. So now we have an unfertilized egg here with normal mitochondria, and we're going to discard this egg. So notice as we discard, it is not considered fertilized, knowing that it's just the egg. So that's the difference between the spindle transfer and the pronuclear transfer. So now we have this unfertilized oocyte, which will then be implanted into the mother through in vitro fertilization.
So now that we have looked at both procedures, what are your thoughts on both of them?
Even though the pronuclear transfer has a lower carryover rate with the disease, I would like to proceed with the spindle transfer due to the fact that it has better ethical reasons.
We do hear often that people are distraught by the ethical concerns that come with pronuclear transfer and discarding that zygote. So we understand that, and we also often hear that the pronuclear is less favorable because even though it does have the lower carryover rate, it's mostly been done on rats, and so we're not too sure how well it will work with humans. So that's a good choice, and if you're ready, we can get started.
Great, I would love to.
Awesome.